Hey everybody who's still watching and who is newly subscribed to the channel. Today I'm in Armored Warfare again, in a Globs game, which is unfortunately a 6v6 Globs game. I like it when it's at least 8 or 10, personally, but, you know, 6v6 is what you get. So I'm going to be showing a little bit of gameplay on the Merkava Mark IID. It's a tier 7 premium tank, and it kind of feels like a heavy tank because it's quite big and it's not super fast. You can see once you get enough time behind it, driving on a straight road, you can get it up to 50, but for the most part it wallows around more at like 20 or 30. So it's not very fast. But one thing I have found with it, if I angle pretty hard, it's actually pretty hard to pen, and I don't mind that aspect of the vehicle. The other thing you can notice about it is it's quite big, and it's got a very long turret, but it's got pretty good armor on them all around, except for on the back. But you'll notice I'm going to be able to bounce some shots from this Challenger. So I bounced that one, but then he over angles, he pulls his back end out, so I'm able to pen him there. But I'm sitting here like this, and I managed to bounce that shot. So the side armor on this thing is built for street fighting, and it's actually a pretty good brawl tank. You really have to get more flush, like side on and flush straight on with this vehicle. And the next thing you'll notice, it actually has like an autoloader of sorts. You can see it loads up 4 shells into a ready rack, and then it'll slowly add those things in as you're driving around. So I can see that my friend here is engaging this Challenger on the left side, so I'm going to apply pressure to the right side and do what a good teammate should do and support my friend. And I move in, he bounces another shell off me. I pen him again, and I'm now flush side on the Challenger. I'm going to out reload him, and he's dead. So good result there, and going to be able to cap this point, which is great. So we can see that there's guys coming up, probably about 3 of them coming around down this hill. So even though it's a 66, there was still a little bit of action at this one point. And you can see the ready rack is now into the getting the 3rd shell prepared. And pretty soon it'll be the 4th, which will be nice. So we're going to slowly take this point and wait for these guys to come down, because they want to come and get number 2 because they took the city, because I didn't go to the city. So I can see that this guy is on top of the hill, and he just wanted to shoot his autocannon at me. It's probably the worst tank to shoot an autocannon at. And decide to change my target over to this fella here and put a shot into him there. And my friend is going to kill him. And I'm going to get another shot into the side of this Terminator, but I'm not really going to be able to shoot him again because he's going to die. Right here, bam! So he's gone. So he managed to defend the point. Good result. And yeah, I don't mind the gun handling. I think the pen on this vehicle is a little bit low-ish. Last time I checked, I think it was around 650 or something like that. But if you're willing to get side to side with most things, I think you're going to do fine. You're probably going to struggle with a little bit higher tier tanks like tier 9s and stuff, but again, if you can try and just drive around them, I think you'll do fine. And I make a mistake here and a little bit too far to the left and bounce one off his plate instead, and it was a bit of a mistake. So good result there. A fun little fight in the Merkava, and here I'm just testing out the ready rack. You can see how fast it shoots. It's like about a second in between shots, which is quite nice. And going downhill, you can do up to about like 45, 50 kph. And here it's just, again, going to show off a little bit of the ready rack. You can see how fast it shoots. Bam, bam, bam. It's pretty good at going in and clipping people out, and it's got a lot of hit points. You can see there it's got 3,300 HP. So it generates pretty good credits, and it's generally, if you like slow tanks that have a little bit of armor, then you're going to do good. You're going to like this vehicle. If you don't like slow tanks, you're probably not going to like it much. So the gun depression actually isn't too bad either. It's one of the other things I don't mind on it, and the turret's pretty strong. If you can get this thing pulled down, it's pretty annoying to deal with. For some reason I wasn't able to quite pen this guy. And everything settles down there, and I managed to get that shot into him. But I don't have any more shells in the ready rack, so it starts reloading everything. So in the meantime, I'm just going to check my flank a little bit and then drive over and try to engage him. Yeah, going downhill. See, look at that, 57 kph, and then when you start climbing, it drops really fast. So again, this guy's got an auto cannon, big mistake, and there's nothing much he can do here because I'm just going to be able to pen right through his lower plate and through his frontal track wheel. So yeah, this is the little bit of gameplay on the Merkava IID. I like it for the most part. It's gameplay is probably better suited to a big city type map, but since we don't have full city type maps in the game, it maybe doesn't get to stay in its element all the time, but I generally don't mind it. And I just want to thank everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.